time. It has been gone 20 minutes. Not so long. But he should have got the cab by now.
Well, we won't get no cab until 11:30, Mrs. When they finish stopping their theater fares.
But we must have a cab. We can't stand here until 11:30. That's too bad.
Well, it isn't my fault, Mrs.
If Freddie had a bit of gumption, he would have got one at the theater door. What could he have done? Poor boy. Other people got cab. Why couldn't he? Well, have you got a cab?
Just don't want to be half a lot of money.
Oh, Freddie, there must be one. You can't have tried. It's tiresome. Do you expect us to go and get one ourselves?
I tell you, they are engaged. The rain was so sudden. Nobody was this pair. Everyone had to take a cab. I've been to Charing Cross one way and nearly to Ludgate Circus the other, and they were all engaged.
Did you try Trafalgar Square?
It wasn't when I drove Trafalgar Square.
So did you try?
I tried for Charing Cross station. Did you expect me to walk to Hammersmith?
You haven't tried at all. Oh, Freddie, you really are very helpless. Now, go again and don't come back until you found us a cab.
I suddenly get soaked for nothing.
And what about us? Are we staying on this night in this trap with next to nothing on? You selfish pig!
Oh, very well. I'll go. Now then, Freddie, look what you're going, yeah? Sorry.
There's a matter for ya. Too bad the boy that dropped in the mud.
How do you know that my son's named Freddie, Brave?
Oh, easy, not that easy. If you've done the duty as a mother should, he know better than to spoil poor girl flower and ran away without paying. Would you pay for him?
Do nothing of some mother. Dear, please allow me, Clara. Have you any pennies? No, I have nothing smaller than 6 pence.
I can give you change for a tenner, my lady.
Give it to me. Here's for your flowers.
Thank you, kindly lady.
Make her give you the change. These things are only a penny a bunch. Do hold your tongue, Clara. You can keep the change.
Thank you, lady.
Now tell me, how do you know that young gentleman's name?
I didn't.
I heard you call him Maya. Don't try to deceive me.
Who trying to deceive you? I'm calling Freddie or Charlie. Same as you might yourself. You was talking to a stranger and wished to be pleasant.
6 pence? Throw away? Really, Mama? You might have swear pretty dark. Oh, sir, is there any sign of it stopping?
No, I'm afraid not. It's better worse than ever about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, dear.
If it was, it's a sign nearly over. So cheer up, Captain, and buy a flower, poor girl.
I'm sorry, I really haven't any change.
I can give you change.
For sovereigns, I have nothing less.
Gonna do buy a flower, but poor girl. I can take half a crown.
Now, don't be troublesome. That's a good girl. I really haven't any pen. Wait, here your trade happens.
Oh,
If that's any use to use.
thank you, sir.
You be careful. You know how. Let's go get behind something that's what you say.
Oh, I no, nothing wrong by speaking to a gentleman. I have the right to sell flower if I keep off the cup. I'm a respectable girl, I am, so help me. I never spoke to him except ask him to buy a flower on me. Oh, sir, don't let him judge me. You don't know what they do to me. They take my character and drive me on the street.
There. Who's hurting you, you silly girl? What did you take me for?
It's all right, Miss Gentleman. Look at the books. She taught you a copper snack, sir.
What is a copper snark?
It's it's a copper snack, as you might say. What else would you call it? A short reformer.
I take my Bible up. I never said.
Oh, shut up. Do I look like a policeman?
Then why did you take down my word for? And how do I know whether you take them down right? Show me. What's that? I can't read that. That ain't proper writing.
I can. Cheer up, Captain, and buy a flower of a poor girl.
Oh, is it because I call you Captain? Oh, so don't let him judge me for saying such a word.
Job? I make no job? Really, sir? If you are a detective, you need not begin protecting me against molestation by young women until I ask you. Anybody could see that the girls meant no harm.
Of course they will.
He wants emotions he does, taking down people's words.
He ain't a text. He is blooming busybody. That's what he is. I tell you, look at Hoot.
And how are all your people down at Chelsea?
How did you know my people come from Chelsea?
Never you mind, they did. How did you come to be up so far east? You were born in Listen Grove.
What arm is my living Liston Grove? It wasn't fit for a pig to live in, and I had to pay 4 and 6 pence a week.
Oh, you lie. Stop that noise. Come, he can touch you. You have a right to live where you please.
Heartland. Wonderful. I would like to go into housing history with you, I guess.
I'm a good girl, I am.
Do you know where I come from?
Austin.
Wow, who said I didn't? Blimey, you know everything.
Ain't no god brother with me, ain't.
Cassian, don't you stand it from him? Listen here. What about you to know about people what they will offer to marry with you? Where's your warrant?
Yes, where's your warrant?
Let him say what he likes. I don't want to have no trouble with him.
You take us for ducks and your feet, don't you? Aren't you taking liberties with the gentlemen?
Yes. Tell him where he come from if you want to go in talking talent.
Cheltenham, Harrow, Cambridge, and India. Why cry? May I ask you, sir? Do you do this for your living and music home? I've thought that perhaps I shall someday.
He is no gentleman, he ain't to interfere with a poor girl.
What are all friends doing? I should get pneumonia, but instead, stop any longer.
Earl Score.
Can you please keep your ingredient more to yourself?
Sorry, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to. But your mother's from Essen, right?
How very curious. I was brought up in Large Lady Park near Epsom.
What's the devil of a name? Excuse me, you want a cat, do you?
Don't stand, speak to me.
Oh, please, Karen. We should be really thankful to you, sir, should you find us a cat. Oh, thank you.
There, I know it's a plain clothes carpet. That's in the police whistle. That's a sporting whistle.
He's alright to take away my character. My character is the same to me as any ladies.
I don't know if you've noticed it, but the rain stopped about 2 minutes ago.
So it has. Why don't you say so before? You're not losing our time listening to your silliness. I can tell where you come from, but not from well. Go back there.
And well,
Thank you, teacher. So long.
Frightening people like that. How would he like it himself?
It should be quite fine now, Clara. We can walk to the motor bus.
Come. But the cab. How tiresome.
Poor girl. Hard enough for her to live without being worried and chivied.
how do you do it, if I may ask, sir? Simply phonetics, the science of speech. That's my profession and also my hobby. Happy is the man who can make a living by his hobby. You know, you can spot an Irishman or a Yorkshireman just by his brogue.
Out to be ashamed of himself. Unmanly coward.
But is there a living there? Yes, quite a fat one. This is an age of upstarts. Men begin in Kentish Town with £80 a year, and then they end up in Park Lane with 100,000. They want to drop Kentish Town, but they give themselves away every time they open their mouth. So now I need to teach them.
Let him mind his own business and leave a poor girl.
Woman, cease this detestable wooing instantly, or else seek the shelter of some other place.
I have the right to be here, same as you.
A woman who utters such depressing and disgusting sounds has no right to be anywhere, no right to live. Your native language is the language of Shakespeare and Milton and the Bible, so don't just sit there crooning like a village pigeon.
Ow!
Heavens, what a sound! Ow!
Gone.
Sir, you see this creature with her Hearthstone English? In 3 months, I could pass her off as a duchess and even get her a place such as a lady's maid or a shop's assistant, which requires much better English. That's the sort of thing I do for commercial millionaires. And on the profits of it, I also do genuine scientific work in phonetics and a little as a poet. I am myself a student of Indian dialect. Are you? Do you know Colonel Pickering? Yes, I'm Colonel Pickering. And who are you? Henry Higgins, author of the Higgins Universal Alphabet. Really? I came from India to meet you. I was going to India to meet you. Oh, so where do you live?
27A Wimpole Street. Would you mind coming tomorrow?
I'm an accountant. Come with me now and let's have a job almost as super
As you are.
Bye, flower kind gentlemen. I'm short for my logging.
I really haven't any change. I'm sorry.
Liar, you said you could change half a crown.
You ought to be stopped with nails. Here, take the whole blooming basket for 6 pence.
As a reminder,
Good one at last. Hello? Where are the two ladies that were here?
They went to the bus when the rain stopped.
And left me with a cap on my hands. Damnation!
Never mind, young man. I'm going home in a taxi. Ain't paying no object to me, Charlie.
Well, I'm dashed.
Rồi chạy. Sao? Tổng quan đến như này hả?
the name.
I'm going home in a taxi.
Well, I'm dashed.
Chưa mày?